What's good, ladies and gentlemen? This your boy Zedow. We just got out of seeing Logan, and I gotta say, it may have taken them 3 goddamn movies, but Fox actually did something right. Actually, honestly, I kind of wish I actually had some Wolverine related, but I'm not the biggest Wolverine fan, but I digress. I gotta say, that movie was good. I'd say my score was going to be 8. I gotta raise it. That's a 9. That movie's a 9.
9.5. I said a 9. 9.5. I said a 9.
Like that movie. All right. Let's get in the car. Yeah. So let's get in the car so I can actually I can actually get everyone in one shot. Or at least try to anyway. All right. So, but yeah, like I said, like okay, I gotta raise it to a 9. Almost a 9. Actually, no, it was damn near 10. This is like the second Fox movie I done rated damn near 10. The first was Deadpool, which, by the way, not gonna lie, that Deadpool thing they showed in the beginning, that's a good way to start a movie.
Well, when you do your review, you gotta make sure you put no spoilers.
Oh, see, well, that one's not really spoilers. That's in the very beginning. That's before the movie even starts.
Yeah, I know.
So, and plus, I think it's already on YouTube too.
I didn't expect the first 10 minutes of the movie to be man-ass inside a phone booth.
Well, that clip's on YouTube too, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah. As far as spoilers go, yeah, I'm not gonna say any spoilers in the video. I'm not even gonna make a part 2 to this video. This is one of the these are one of the movies where it's so good I can't put spoilers in it because I can't. Shut up. You should reach your destination by 11:58. Like, this is one of those things where if I make a spoiler version, I'm doing the service to the people who haven't seen this movie. I complete the service. I know everyone else does it, but that's not me. I don't want to do a disservice to everyone who hasn't seen this movie. This movie, you have to see it though.
Yes. Yes. Like, yes. Please see that movie.
Yes, please do. Please.
Like,
it's so great.
I'm not gonna lie. Like those last couple minutes, I was so close.
I was fine. When he got stabbed, I was fine.
I was good throughout the entire.
When she freed him,
I was good throughout the entire movie.
It was
the moment she said "Daddy."
The moment she said "Daddy," from that to the end, almost had me.
When she said "Daddy," I was like, "Oh my god."
When she said "Daddy," from that to the end, something inside me damn near cracked open. I'm like, nope, God, nope, not doing it, nope. Fuck you, movie. You're not doing this movie.
I like how the end she took the cross that was on his
She took the cross and turned it to an X. And I know this was Hugh Jackman's last movie as Wolverine. And by God, did he go out with a fucking bang.
My girl was going in through the whole
I'm not gonna lie, the girl who played X-23 is a really good actor.
I love
actress. She was a really good actress.
Yes.
They didn't really call her X-23, they call her Laura, which is her name.
Yeah, I was talking to you out there. I was like, would you count X-23 as an X-Men? You was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's my favorite X-Men character.
Right, because she technically is an X-Men even though she's a clone.
Yeah.
But the actress who played her, I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical as fuck because she was young.
Well,
I was skeptical.
Well, see, the thing is, in the original comics, the situation she was going through the movie, in the comics, she did that. She was only 13 when she first.
Right, but she looked younger than 13 though. That's what made me skeptical. However though, that quickly changed once you actually see her and you see how well she does. Like she does things really well. I'm not even gonna lie. She was good.
Don't shoot. She can heal.
That was funny though. That was funny. Now the villain was like kind of a complete throwaway villain or whatever.
I don't even know who that was.
No idea either. I probably had to look it up. He's probably nobody important either. But I digress. The villain was a throwaway villain, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm not making it a 10. And on top of it, they didn't really explain what the fuck happened that caused basically to wipe out all mutants. They hinted it, but they didn't explain it.
It had to do with something the professor.
It was something the professor did and something that dude did too. So that is the only reason I'm not giving it a 10. All the hints and and like lack of details on what happened to the rest of the mutant population and whatnot. However, though, they did explain why there's more than one mutant clone. So I'll give them credit that. That's the reason why I didn't drop to an 8. Why I didn't say an 8. on 8.5. It's not on 9.5 because it did its good job. God damn, I'm dark as fuck. It did a good job explaining why there's mutant clones and mutant clones and why they have the X-23 because they said she's a failed product, and that Hugh Jackman clone was, dude, what the fuck was that?
I never heard of X-24.
I don't think it was X-24. I think they destroyed the base before there was X-24. It probably was X-24. I just don't remember it.
If there was, it probably either was a Wolverine clone or it wasn't.
Right.
But the thing,
I didn't need like
this being a little nitpicky. But the thing that like I dropped the points for, this is being a little nitpicky, like I said, is that when X-23 goes to her feral mode in the comics, her eyes turn red. Right.
I mean, they had to do something though. So I guess I don't know. Like I said, my nitpick was the fact that they didn't really explain what happened to the rest of the mutants though. Now, somebody told Fallon while he was in the theater, I was like, why the black people gotta be the religious one? I'm not gonna.
I think that's hilarious.
That was when I was like, why the black people gotta be the religious one? There's always a black people that's a religious one. I can't even say anything about that though. But that random fan was actually kind of funny though. Yeah. Patrick Stewart, I know this was his last one as Professor Xavier. I'm not gonna lie, he did his best. He was actually kind of funny though. And I'm like that line in the movie that I saw in the trailer. 2 days in a row, 1 minute between his belly and sleep. She's 10, I'm fucking 90. That was, and then the scene Wolverine actually kill people. By God, that was what like. If I was a big Wolverine fan, that is what I wanted.
That movie started off strong.
It started off strong. It started off strong and it ended strong. Everything in the middle was whatever. It had a decent middle. The beginning and the end was like really strong.
The reason why I almost teared up at the end of the movie when she said daddy is for the simple fact that I'm about to have a kid on my own. If I have a daughter,
right. Oh yeah, daughter, it's gonna be like it's gonna be Logan all over again. You gonna start having flashes like no.
She said daddy, I felt it because I'm about to be a parent, so it's just like wow, that shit hit hard.
Right, but like it's still like Logan did his job. Fox did something right. I was skeptical because Fox is known for fucking up movies.
Now I'm trying to figure out what type of poison they put in Logan to make him not regenerate.
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out what their poison was that they put in him.
It had something to do with adamantium, which is another thing that they didn't really hint to, but it had something to do with adamantium. That adamantium was slowing his body, and his body was decaying from the adamantium, and his accelerated healing factor was basically going kaput eventually. Hence why he took that drug, and he had it for a little bit, and it started wearing off. And whatnot.
He took the whole thing in one go.
He did the whole thing in one go. Went on a complete rampage without going crazy, and then it finally wore off, and we saw what happened. But by God, that movie was good. I'll give Fox credit for the second time in 2 years. The second time. Don't expect, huh?
What was the first time?
Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is, don't expect any more praises from Fox if they fuck up again. Because I've been skeptical of X-Men movies. This is the first X-Men focused movie that didn't involve the X-Men. This is the first Wolverine movie for that matter they've done right.
I don't think there's going to be any more X-Men. They're
talking about doing another reboot of X-Men from the 90s.
Unless they go to the MCU.
No, Fox ain't gonna give him away. The way Logan did, they ain't gonna give him away.
But the thing is, Hugh Jackman said he'll play Wolverine again.
He'll play Wolverine again if it's in the MCU. Yeah. But knowing Fox is not gonna let it happen. Unless they can come to a deal, it's not gonna happen.
Because Wolverine is an Avenger.
Wolverine technically is an Avenger, and the Avengers have come across the X-Men. But like I said too, unless Fox comes to a deal with the X-Men, no dice. It's not gonna happen. So all in all, yeah, I gotta give Logan a 9.5 out of 10. I'll give credit where credit is due.
9.5.
I said 9.5.
But yeah, that
10 out of 10 for the TID jerk.
almost had me too. Almost had me.
It was twice.
Me it was once, and that was at the end. As for the previews though, I'm gonna do like a quick side note for the previews. Ghost in the Shell, I'm a bit worried about it. I'm just a bit worried about it.
You know her name's not Batoko, right?
Yeah, that's one reason why I'm worried. A small reason, but I'm still worried about it. What a movie we saw. Guardians 2, definitely gotta see that.
Yeah.
So
that was actually my first time actually seeing the Guardians 2 trailer.
that was the first time? That was my second, that's like my third time seeing that particular trailer.
Same.
But oh no, I'm gonna wrap this up. That's the end of my video. Oh boy.
You got a lot of editing to do.
Who you telling? Anyway, this your boy Zedow. I'll catch y'all next time.
Okay.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back. This is Zedow, and we're doing a part 2 to Logan. And by God, there's a lot of shit that we didn't really get a chance to talk about in the car, most because sound and shit, and just a new camera I'm working with. So
And it was dark.
yeah, it was dark. So
Really dark.
and I couldn't get all of us in the exact same shot. And plus, tensions, no, not tensions, excitement and everything was running high. But I digress. Like I said, I hope I can actually hear myself too. But I digress. Movie still a 9.5 out of 10. Same reason, like I said, like one of my major nitpicks was the fact that when it comes to what happened to the mutants, they didn't really explain what happened. I would like to have some context, but didn't get it.
And consider with the villains, like, even I kind of asked it, like, who's this guy? I haven't seen him.
The villain was kind of like
Throwaway villain.
I
wouldn't
don't
even
know
say a
where.
throwaway villain. It was like they introduced him. I think he said his name at least like twice.
He did, but I paid no attention to it. That's why I call him a throwaway villain.
And like it's just one of those times when you go see a comic book movie, you see a villain, you don't know who it is, you try to look it up to find out who it was.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to look at it trying to figure out who the hell that was. And then on top of that, he might just be a villain that was just made for that particular movie.
Yeah, but I would say right now, let's try to list like some of the positives and negatives. Let's start with the negatives first, because you know we already know what the positives.
Right. I always say one of my negatives. Like no context on what happened to the mutants, let alone any details on how everything happened. Not even just it was mostly hints, but I didn't get much from those hints. I don't know, it has something to do with Charles Xavier, some guy that who keep that long. Some guy, if you see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And something involved Charles' ability.
Now, let's see. Now, the three main characters for the movie, you know, it was X-23, it was Logan, and
Xavier.
Charles Xavier. Now, out of those three, who was your favorite?
Laura was my favorite, with Logan being second and Charles being third. Only because of the fact that Charles, I knew what to expect, but he was actually kind of funny in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
especially
really
when he
is.
said fuck off.
And Logan, I knew to expect, but I think he was allowed to be more free in this one.
Yeah.
He is, he really is.
Hugh Jackman was allowed to be more free in this movie compared to the other two, which is complete ass.
Which is something that you can list off in your positives.
Yeah, but as for Laura, like I said, the actress that played her did very well. I think so. This is probably her first movie.
It probably is her first movie.
If it is,
she chose the damn good movie to be her first movie.
Yeah, that's really good.
I have to look this up later though.
Alright, what about you, Phil? What do you think?
Considering the fact that I'm a casual on terms of comic books, other than the villain, I can't find any negatives, honestly. My favorite character, like, I think my favorite character had to be is X-23. Like she's like one of the type of characters that you can see that she's growing throughout the movie. And even though like she do have like the same attitude as Logan, but at the same time, like, you know, you can tell like she actually cares, she actually have emotion, which I truly love. And that goes the same with Logan and Xavier as well. like I haven't seen all the X-Men movie, honestly.
Good.
Please don't judge me.
Good. No, you're perfectly fine. You don't need to see all of them.
But I kind of feel like they really bring out their personality a lot more. They bring more their emotion a lot more than anything.
What about you, Chris?
I would say my negative would have to be, besides the villain, which would probably be everybody's negative. I would say another negative was they said Logan said he's been shot with an adamantium bullet, but I know he's been shot with one in X-Men Origins.
No, he was shot with multiple of them in Origins. He was shot at least 3 or 4 of them in Origins.
Oh yeah, because he tried to get to the erased memory, but
right, it did. It worked too. So.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like they need to explain like what happened to his debut when he started getting those scenes. That goes back to what happened to the mutants too.
Right.
Oh yes.
You know, Xavier said he had something.
He has something to do with what happened to the mutants.
Yeah.
And that's another question, because I was thinking about asking you guys, but at the same time I was like, maybe I could just wait and let me just see, like, you know, how it goes on. But at the same time I was like, how?
Because the thing about it was like we was trying to figure out what happened. As X-Men fans, we was trying to figure out what happened. What caused the mutant devastation? It's probably something to do with the comics as well, because I actually didn't read Old Man Logan comic.
Me neither.
But I digress, and I had to look this up later too. Maybe by then I'll figure out what actually happened, but context is needed.
And audience, like, if you guys know like what happened, just leave the comments down below so we can
That'd be
know.
nice.
That'd be awesome.
And I was, and we can start with the positive now. My positive was, of course, X-23, my favorite X-Men character ever. She killed it throughout this whole movie. I don't want to spoil nothing, but the last part
Really got him.
Yeah. But another positive is that the story was really good. The movie started off strong. It ended strong. And it's just, when those action scenes happen, you're just like, yes. This is the movie I've never seen.
There's a lot of positive.
Take your time with it.
Besides the whole feels, which once again, no spoilers, but the character development is really awesome. That I really like. What else? It's really a lot of things. I really love how like the relationship between those three characters is really there. It's not too cliche. It's actually like it's very realistic. It's very related.
It's like it was like a family thing.
As close to a family as possible. As for me, positives. Personally, as an action movie lover and a comic book fan, the action scenes were fucking hell. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed those action scenes so damn much. Slicing, dicing, slashing, stabbing. I was like, yes, this is the action movie I want to see in terms of X-Men. As someone who's not a Wolverine fan, this is what I want to see from Wolverine. Not what I got from Origins. I didn't even see Wolverine, and not from the X-Men movies. This is what I want to see.
And the crazy part about it is the fact that even I think the audience in the theater actually like applaud and just like cheer on with that, because I think they waited for so long as well.
Now, what that also brings me back to another negative is that you didn't see any sign of the mutants.
Right.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Right, you didn't see any sign of the mutants.
I was looking for like a sign for like some of them.
Like, you know,
Or hints.
The one sign I did see though, it was a grave mark and it said Peters. Now, based on my memory, there is a mutant. I don't remember if it was an X-Men or not. Had the last name Peters, but I can't remember who it was. I can't remember who that mutant was. I want to say Colossus, but I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong, but I digress. But another positive for me is like during the moments where Xavier had his breakdowns, the way the theater had it. If you felt it, you felt like you was dead.
After a while, it was like when it happened, I was just like, I actually started to get it a little.
Like you felt like that shit was happening to you. Like, oh shit, please, what were you no, please don't kill me. Like, tell somebody stop this. Okay, thank you, fine.
My little nitpicky negative was X-23.
Yeah, being quiet throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
Another.
I would say the entire movie.
But 80% of the movie, like I said. Another positive I had though was like I said, the character relationship. How it went from Wolverine, Charles Xavier being like kind of at odds with each other to growing closer, and same thing with him and Laura. Yeah. That character development there, it was strong. It did well and whatnot. And
another positive for me is that this movie followed the comic book
as closely as it possibly could.
Yeah, it followed the X-23 comic origins like really closely.
As well as Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
Which is much better than fucking X-Men The Last Stand, which decided, hey, let's have multiple comic books in one fucking story. Oh, how about let's go with Batman v Superman. Let's do the same thing X-Men did. They were successful. Fuck y'all.
No.
And that's not even a shot against DC. That was bad decision making.
Like I said, DC got better animated movies.
Marvel seems to be doing it.
And DC got better games.
Yeah. Marvel seems to be doing well with their movies. Comics seem to fix that shit. Fox, so far, they got 2 movies. Out of every X movies I've seen, I didn't see Days of Future Past. I should check that out. But out of all, don't watch it. Not as good.
I'm saving you some time, but I'm saving you 3 hours.
Never mind then. Out of all the X movies I personally seen, I didn't watch the Wolverine because no. I seen Apocalypse, bad mistake. I seen Last Stand, bad mistake. I seen Next 2.
I didn't see Apocalypse.
Don't. I am saving you time. Do not. You'll be questioning everything in that fucking movie. And possibly bashing your head against the wall once you leave there. Not even once you'll be bashing your head against the person's chair in front of you. You probably
you like bashing my head like the alien did in the trailer?
That trailer was funny. Yeah, that. Like that. I seen X2. Fairly decent movie. X-Men 1. Not bad. Out of all the X-Men movies I've seen, including the X-Men related ones, there's only 2 that I've given a high score to, and that's this and Deadpool. These are the only Fox Marvel movies I've seen.
Now here's my question. All the past X-Men movies, First Class, Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, all of them, 1 through 3. I don't think any of them had a connection to Logan.
Probably the first 3. Because the first 3 kind of ties into Days of Future Past, and that one's supposed to tie into Logan, but I could be wrong.
Because there was a huge time jump from whatever they picked up from to now.
Right. That's probably the other thing too. There's no clear cut point on where it's supposed to happen. The director said that it's supposed to happen around Days of Future Past, some shit like that. The first 3 movies, but there's no real concrete proof of that.
There's also like. I would have liked it if they had like a flashback to use the flashback to show
at least a bit of a flashback, something. But I guess they can bother to do that. I mean, for whatever reason they didn't want to do that. I don't know.
But that would help a lot more.
It would help a lot
because it gives like a good explanation of why everything happened.
Something anyway.
Or I wouldn't say why everything happened. Good explanation to what happened to you.
Right. What led up to Logan and Xavier being the only 2 mutants. Well, 2 of the only real mutants besides what's the name left.
Yeah.
Like another thing is some of the other mutants, the other X-23 things, they were more throwaway than anything else. But I kind of figured that because everything between Deadpool and X-23 lore were literally just throwaway mutants. And X-24, I don't know who the fuck that is. To this day, I don't know.
He's just there.
But this somewhere research comes in.
Yeah. Now, we know Wolverine is X10, Deadpool is X11,
and Laura's X-23.
Yep.
Everything between them is whatever. I think Omega Red is one of them too. I can't remember which one he is.
What about Lady Deathstrike? I don't think she's one.
She might be one of the early ones.
Because I remember.
Again, these are things I gotta look up.
Because I remember in that one, I forgot, I think it was the second X-Men movie where they messed her up, where they gave her the animated nails. When she wasn't supposed to have that.
That's
like,
what?
Yeah, in X2, it was X2, X3.
It was 2.
In X2, Lady Deathstrike doesn't have adamantium nails. Her nails are just her nails.
Yeah.
Kind of like Wolverine's bone claws, but he gets adamantium.
I think one of her arms is mechanical.
I think so too.
Yeah, her fingernails come all the way out to like right here.
Yeah, but the Lady Deathstrike, her nails supposed to be her nails.
Yeah.
Similar to
in X-Men 2, her nails like regular nails, but they could extend like Wolverine's claws.
and the adamantium, yeah. She had that ability in the cartoons and the comics, but they gave her adamantium claws. And if that's the case, because I again research, but if they did give her adamantium, then we had to cut that out. But if not, then yeah, that's kind of a bad thing.
They finished her off in the movie, but Wolverine, I think it was Wolverine I was playing, and he stabbed her and filled her full of adamantium.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
She dropped inside the fish tank. You know she was overloaded because when she hit, it was like ding.
She just sunk. There was nothing no one could do. And the same thing with like in Origins where they made Wolverine and Sabretooth brothers, which is not true at all.
Well, now one thing you gotta remember is when they go through the Weapon X experiment. Only the characters that survive the adamantium bones are the ones who can regenerate. The Lady Deathstrike couldn't regenerate. That's why he overloaded.
But I think the other thing is like there's very few people with adamantium in him. Sabretooth is one of the people that doesn't have adamantium, but he has healing factor. It's not as good as Logan's, but he does have healing factor.
Nobody's healing factor. I say the best healing factor goes to X-23 because how quick she healed.
I was gonna say between Deadpool and X-23.
Yeah.
X-23 healed faster than Deadpool. Because remember in the Deadpool?
Oh yeah.
It took a while for him to.
Yeah, X-23 has Deadpool's better than Wolverine, but X-23 is better than Deadpool.
Basically, you could cut Deadpool's head off, but he'll still be alive.
He'll still be alive. You cut Wolverine's head off, he's dead.
You cut X-23's head off, she dies too. It's just that she heals fast.
Right.
It's like it's not constant regenerating like Deadpool.
But the reason Deadpool is because of Thanos. That's why. Which is another reason why it's sad that he's not going to be in the Infinity War, because seriously, I want to see that.
That would be funny.
But I digress though.
All in
all, it's a fairly good movie.
Go see it.
If you haven't seen it yet, it's been up for 2 weeks now. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Worth the price to go see it.
So let's give our final verdicts.
Like I said, ladies first.
Well, I definitely give it a 9.5. I mean, besides the whole villain and you know, little negatives, but the rest of it is good. Just make sure to bring tissue, you know, just for certain moments.
If you can survive through that, like I did, then either you are an emotionless bastard or you have gone through some shit.
Yeah. My final verdict, I give it a 9.5 as well. It had a very strong storyline. It just had a few missing plot points.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was a really good movie. Go see it.
As for me, as the host of this channel, 9.5 throughout the board. Some nitpicks here and there. Strong start, strong finish, good character development, and even the part with Deadpool in the beginning just made it better.
Now, make sure you get some good seats because I sat next to some people that made my movie.
Yeah, make sure you got decent seats next to decent people, because the last thing you want is someone ruining that experience with you.
Especially people who talks. Like people who talks about the whole movie, and the worst part is that they don't know Wolverine, or I would say Logan's ability and why he keeps on getting up.
Which is another thing I gotta say. If you're gonna watch a movie and you don't know about it, do some research first.
At least do a little bit. Like,
yeah, just a little bit.
You ain't gotta do no extensive, long overdue research. Just a little bit into people's abilities.
The thing about this movie is so good that if you watch the original X-Men movie but don't know nothing about the comics, you can still see this movie.
Or even you watch the cartoons.
Yeah.
And never read the comics. It could work because the cartoons, the original movies, and the comics all show Logan's ability and personality.
And it's like if you read the comics but never seen the other X-Men movies, you still see this movie.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's a good movie for comic book fans. Good movie for X-Men fans. Good movie for Wolverine fans.
Good movie, and also a good movie for people who just like to see X-Men movies.
Right. Or big action fans too. Trust me, I know Wolverine fans have been waiting to see this movie for a long time.
This movie did Wolverine some justice.
Yeah, they did.
To wrap everything up, next time I'll be doing this, we'll be reviewing Power Rangers.
see that.
Yes.
So be prepared because I'm planning to do a week of leading up to the movie. Till then, I'm Zedow.
Comix.
And I'm the missus.
Later days. Peace out. I'm done.
Life don't have an opposite in its pure form, cause the wave that has arrived has truth and potential. Nature and its perfection, nothing was accidental, like the snow in the winter and the flowers in the spring. We live in a movement full of beautiful things.